Velasco, who is going to be fighting Regis. A lot at stake in that fight. The winner like to head to the 140-pound tournament, so a lot on the line there. Some details here before we get to some of the undercard fighters on the stage. The doors for this event opens up at 3 Central Time. The first fight's at 3:30. That's going to be broadcast on ESPN+. ESPN and ESPN Deportes at 6 o'clock. You've got Lopez versus Silva, and then Prograis against Velasco. This event is promoted by Top Rank in association with DeBell Entertainment. The tickets are priced at $200 for ringside, $125 for the floor, $75 and $40. They're on sale right now and can be purchased at the Lakeland Arena box office, Ticketmaster.com. They're great discounts for students, New Orleans Police Department members. $75 tickets, $50 and $40 seats, and $25 are available when presenting valid ID at the Lakefront Arena box office. Before we get to some of these fighters, two guys that have been in a lot of events together over the years, Carl Moretti and Lou DiBella. Carl Moretti representing Top Rank. Carl, what do you, so to explain kind of why we're here in New Orleans, I guess.
Thanks, Chris. Good afternoon to everyone. On behalf of Top Rank, it's great to be back in New Orleans. Obviously with ESPN and what we've been doing with ESPN, the job of a promoter really is to find a good story, go out and tell it, and literally that's the main objective here with New Orleans. You've got Regis Prograis, who's a great story, and we plan on telling it Saturday night over the broadcast and in print. It helps that he's a great fighter too. But all this will come out on Saturday night. ESPN will do their thing, just like they told the stories of other fighters who have been in main events. And let me introduce somebody who owes me $100, but they told his story, but he's the best fighter in the world right now, and he's down here to see this, Terrence Bud Crawford. Bud, stand up.
The number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in my view.
There you go.
So I know you have another guy at Top Rank. You guys think maybe you're number 1, but to me, I mean, respect.
No, he's he's done it over and over.
This guy right now, at the moment, in my mind, is the best pound-for-pound fighter.
There you go. So really, that's what brings us to New Orleans is Regis Prograis, and we look forward to the broadcast on Saturday night, obviously.
Lou, you're part of this co-promotion here. You co-promote a lot of fights with a lot of different players. What's it been like working with Top Rank here on this ESPN show?
You know, I do work with a lot of other promoters, but to some extent, co-promotions are becoming a little bit rarer, and they're particularly becoming rarer. It's rarer we work with another promotional company, and you actually have no difficulties, and you're allowed to do your thing and try to create the best product together. You know, right now, a lot of Top Rank's focus is on helping ESPN launch this ESPN Plus app. Boxing is a big component of that app, along with every other major team sport and sport. A lot of fights on ESPN itself, the linear channel, the regular ESPN channel that Regis is fighting, Teofimo's fight, will be on ESPN, which is great exposure. And then it's going to throw off to Manny Pacquiao against Matisse on the ESPN Plus app. So these guys have a lot of focus right now on the app and on their television venture. We were able to co-promote this, and they let my company really take the lead to some extent locally and do a lot of the work. And frankly, it was a pleasure working on this event, and I think you're going to see the results of that when you walk into UNO Lakefront Arena on Saturday afternoon and you see a crowd that's excited to have to see Regis Prograis in a homecoming against an undefeated opponent, and Teofimo stepping up to a world-class level opponent. And I think it's going to be a great night of boxing, along with a load of local fighters. You know, Charles Conway, U.S. Olympian, on the undercard. It's a terrific card, and frankly, my company's had really enjoyed the experience of what this was like, the kind of co-promotion I'm used to from 15 years ago. And frankly, that's a really positive thing.
A couple of those local fighters Lou was talking about, I want to acknowledge out here in the crowd. Jonathan Montrell is out there. Jeremy Hill, I believe, is out there, right there in front. Sorry, guys, the lights I can see. Good luck to both of you guys on Saturday. Some of the undercard fighters before we get to the main event. Eric De Leon is a 130-pound fighter. He's fighting this weekend. Eric, how do you feel about this fight? Sorry, my bad.
I feel good. I'm very excited. I want to thank Top Rank and my whole team, my father, and yeah, like I said, my manager as well. And I can't wait. I can't wait to see all my fans. And you guys are in for a really special treat. Can't wait to display my talent and everything I got, everything I worked so hard for in camp. It's going to show Saturday, so make sure you're there early.
What do you try to show in fights like this?
Basically, I make adjustments, whatever I can do it all in the ring. I think I'm available to capitalize and make adjustments, and that's what it's all about. And Saturday, you guys are going to see a more complete fighter. You guys are going to see a very exciting fighter.
Well, good luck on Saturday. Charles Conwell, I saw in the Olympics in Rio, terrific fighter, strong fighter. How do you feel your pro career has gone since turning pro after Rio?
I feel as if my pro career is going real well. I've been active. I've against some good, tough opponents. I'm just growing and getting better as each fight goes on.
What's the biggest adjustment for you, going from the amateur ranks into the pros?
Probably just going more rounds, but other than that, it's all the same. As long as you're a good fighter, you're a good fighter, and you can adjust to anything.
Chris, he'll also be fighting Travis Scott. I don't know if Travis is here or not.
The rapper?
Not Travis Scott. But he'll be fighting Travis Scott, who's a local kid from Louisiana with a real good record, who's been in there with a lot of real top opposition. So it's a real step up in opposition for Charles. But he is fighting a local kid that people come out and support and see a local kid fighting Charles.
You've signed Charles Liu out of the Olympics. Why did you go after him?
To be honest with you, the two fighters sitting on this, two Olympians on this stage right now, Charles and Teofimo, in my power ranking list of the guys that I thought were the best fighters I saw in the Olympics. I don't pay a lot of attention to how the fighter does in the Olympics because of the corruption and the scoring. But these were the guys I had 1 and 2. Top rank got Teofimo, and I wound up with Charles, and I think we're both pretty happy. And I think they're both sitting on the stage for a reason. They're two of the best young fighters in the world today.
I guess we can, since you mentioned you, Teofimo, we'll turn over to you.
That quick?
That quick, we'll go
Okay.
that quick. I just heard the promoters here talk about the step up in competition that you're making in a fight like this. How do you feel about it?
I feel great. It's about time. It's about time. I definitely want to showcase more of what I'm capable of doing. People have yet to see everything of me. Competition, Top Rank, the matchmakers, Brad Gilman and Bruce Trampler, they doing a hell of a job with me. This is a good step up. Definitely. Fighting a guy that his only defeat was with Felix Verdejo, and he went the distance with him. But at the end of the day, I'm no Felix Verdejo.
Carl, about time.
Talking about ESPN, I think one day we're going to do a 30 for 30 on Teal instead, because this story just keeps getting better and better. But yeah, obviously, we understand his potential. Brad does all his fights. He wants to fight, everybody, but that's not how you develop fighters. He's 20 years old, I think, and there's no rush here, but he's clearly has shown himself to be able to handle 10-round fighters in the ring with only 8 fights. And as long as everything comes out Saturday night with William Silver, we'll figure it out after that.
What excites you about Teofimo's future?
When he leaves the office. Really? He's so enthusiastic about everything. He watches everything. He loves doing what he's doing, which is the best part of it. You don't have to motivate him to go to the gym. You don't got to worry about him outside the ring. He just loves the sport, and he dedicates himself. People forget these guys. The ring is in the ring Saturday night, and they fight and everything. But what these guys go through 6 weeks before the fight is really where the work is done. And if they don't take care of that, then they can't do what they have to when fight time comes, and they all know it. So we always see the end result. You don't see getting up at 6 in the morning and doing 5 miles of work and sparring 80 rounds, and it's a whole different game for them. So we appreciate it and go from there.
Big opportunity for Teofimo, big opportunity for his opponent, William Silva. Only 1 loss on his resume. William, how are you feeling about this fight?
Oh, sorry. Again, can you repeat it?
Sorry, just I
How do
said.
you feel about this fight?
Yeah, big opportunity for him.
Buenas tardes, me sinto preparado, estoy listo, hice un buen campamento junto a mi equipo,
Grandísima oportunidad. Terem regalado una pelea tão importante y estoy listo para regalarle una gran pelea sábado.
Okay, Ashley.
You want to say? Yeah, so you go.
He said he's ready for the fight. It's a real important fight. Training was, he had a real good training camp, and he's just, he's ready for this fight, basically. So, yeah.
Estoy listo para pelear. Vamos por corte.
Ready for this fight. Ready for this fight.
Okay. Giancarlo Rivera's undefeated featherweight. He's going to be in a 10-round fight against Aviero Simeon. He's from Orlando, Florida. Giancarlo, how are you feeling about this fight?
I'm feeling great. Coming off, I haven't fought since November, so it's been a little bit of time off. But I'm feeling great. We've been training this whole time, and I'm ready for 10 rounds. We were supposed to fight Jose Haro for the USBA title, and unfortunately he pulled out. And then we were supposed to fight Viral Simeon, who has fought Scott Quigg and Lee Selby for a tail rounder, and unfortunately also he pulled out. And so now I'm fighting Angel Luna, and we're ready for whatever he brings.
For people that haven't seen you fight, how would you describe your style?
Well, I can do a lot of different things. I still got a lot to prove. I still got a lot to show. I can fight however the fight needs to go. If I need to go toe-to-toe, I'll fight toe-to-toe. I can fight going backwards if I have to, and I can put the pressure if I have to.
Well, good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Sorry, got your opponent wrong there. He dropped out the last second. The main event, of course, is Regis Prograis, Juan Jose Velasco. As I mentioned, the top lot at stake for both these guys, a slot in the 140-pound tournament, chance for a lot of success in the future. We'll start with Juan Jose. I mean, going up against Regis on his sort of home turf here. How are you feeling about this fight?
We're not allowed you to translate for my guy.
I don't speak Spanish. I speak Portuguese. I can, if you want, I can translate for him without him even talking.
Oh, yeah, I like it. I like it.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes, Nueva Orleans. La verdad me siento muy contento, muy motivado. Esta es la gran oportunidad que estuve buscando en toda mi carrera, así que muy bien y listo para subir al ring.
Well, first of all, say hello to all the New Orleans, and he's very happy as you have a tremendous training camp, and you want to say thank you for this great opportunity that he will take advantage of that.
What do you think of Regis as a fighter?
No, creo que es un buen boxeador. Por algo es campeón del mundo. Yo quiero ser campeón del mundo y quiero pelear con los mejores y ser el mejor del mundo. Así que hoy me toca asumir este compromiso y creo que estoy listo para pasarlo.
It's very simple. He's a great fighter, and to be a great champion, you need to fight the best fighters, and I fight him, and I want to prove that Saturday night that I'm the elite as well as him.
Well, good luck on Saturday. Regis Prograis is the undefeated 140-pound fighter, and this event, a lot of it's about you, being here in New Orleans. Before I get to the fight itself, what's it mean to you to be fighting here in New Orleans?
I mean, first off, thank everybody for coming, but it was, it's a dream. It's a dream to come here. Like the Lakefront Arena, I grew up right around the corner from there. Like in a car, you get there in literally like 2 minutes, so just to be headlining that, like that's super important for me, and I'm honored for it, You have to, like right now I have to like hide my, excitement because I still have to fight. This dude could try to knock me out, So I gotta go out there and, do my thing or whatever. But I'm super excited. I might not show it, but I'm real excited to be, fighting hometown. And not only that, I'm trying to, my whole goal is to bring big time boxing back to New Orleans, So not only a Regis Prograis fight, one day we might get Bud up here fighting, Maybe one day me and Bud might fight here, Everyone says,
Hey, it's gotta be a question.
That's what I said.
I'll give you my money.
Can you get my $100 back, he picked Cavs against Golden State.
You got the money, man.
Yeah, I know, yeah, right.
You got Gucci hats on. But yeah, man, I'm like I said, I'm glad to be fighting here, and you know, my whole thing is to bring the big time boxing back to New Orleans. You know, not only, like I said, not only Regis Prograis, but you know, all the big time boxing. You know, so this is the start of something big.
Has there been for you in the last couple of weeks any distractions as you're preparing to fight here, as you look, not trying to look ahead, but you have maybe big things ahead of you down the line? How hard has it been to stay focused in a night like this?
I'm focused. It's no distractions for me. All this is normal, you know, it's a part of the game, you know, so it's just, for me, it's just, like I said, it's a part of it. It's no distraction for me. I just gotta go out there and I take one day at a time. So I'm not looking towards the tournament. I'm looking towards this dude right here, you know. I'm not, you know, I don't look for the future. I take one day at a time, and, you know, that's how I go ahead.
Lou, you think you can make New Orleans into a fight town?
Look, you never fought here before. It's the first time, right?
Well, I mean, I fought at the Gretna thing before, and I fought in Metairie, but as far as New Orleans, this is the first time.
You know, this is the first time, and
I had a lot of street fights here, though. I got jumped a couple of times, so I damn near got killed in a street fight before.
Look, this is the first time I've fought here, and this town, I mean, just walk around, there's a lot of buzz. I mean, people know what's going on Saturday night. You know, the aspiration is to be a sports franchise for New Orleans. I mean, he keeps taking care of business. We're going to keep coming back to New Orleans. I mean, we've done, you know, real well this week. The aspiration is to be what Bud is in Oklahoma. Omaha. Oh my God. I mean, Omaha. That wasn't intentional.
He thinks you're the best fighter in the world. I mean, just say it.
Okay, but he's just,
I think Bowmack's going to fight you.
Bowmack wanted to fight me for a long time, right? But I got nothing but love for you, bro. Seriously. But he's wanted to fight me for a long time. My buddy owns the Omaha Storm Chasers, which is the minor league team in Omaha. And he says to me all the time that Bud is a sports franchise in Omaha, like literally a sports franchise. I believe that Regis is going to be a sports franchise in Louisiana, particularly in New Orleans. This town has had, going back to Sullivan against Corbett, but it's all, I mean, this town has had huge fights in it. This at one point was the fight town for the biggest and best fights in all of boxing. This is the guy that can make that happen for the future. You know, this is a guy who has the ability to I believe, in very short time, is going to be climbing up that list that I think Bud Crawford right now is on the top of. And that pound for pound list, that mythical pound for pound list. And the desire is to make boxing a sports franchise here in New Orleans. I would take this moment though, because it's apropos, to thank some of the people in New Orleans that helped, you know, on this event. The people at the UNO Lakefront Arena were great. The Chief, Les Bonanno, is something of a legend here in New Orleans, and has been a boxing promoter here forever. Tony Flott and his people at Strictly Business, thank you, Tony. Chase and Susie and the New Orleans Boxing Club, you guys were a tremendous help, thank you very much. And it's been a great effort, but it's paid off. I mean, from the second I got off the airplane, taxi drivers were talking about this fight, people at the airport were talking about this fight, and you have a sense that people know there's a big-time boxing event here. And it's been 55 years since a native New Orleans has come here and fought a world title fight in New Orleans. 55 years. So this is sort of something of an historic occasion.
Well, the doors for this fight, they open at 3 o'clock Central Time. The first fight's at 3:30. You can catch that on ESPN+. ESPN Deportes. That broadcast starts at 6 o'clock. Then Lopez Silva, followed by Prograis and Velasco. Good tickets are still available. You can go to Lakefront Arena. You can go to Ticketmaster.com. A lot of places you can still grab some of those tickets. Carl, anything else you want to?
Yeah, he wants to close it.
I was going to pivot back since he keeps looking at me to talk more.
You ain't let me talk.
I gave you like 2 questions.
One.
I was told only to give guys 1. I was instructed.
All right.
Carry on.
Basically, yeah, Saturday night, this is my co-main event. I'm going into my 10th fight, fighting a guy that's, 24, 25 and 1? Yeah, 25 and 1. I'm excited, definitely. This is my first 10 rounder when I'm fighting for the WBC vacant Continental America's title. And most importantly, it's the takeover. Like I said, anywhere I'm at, I'm taking over. This is a great event. Thank you, Lou, and also thank you, Top Rank, and ESPN, and also my manager for everything. I'm just grateful, man. Honestly, at the end of the day, this is what I came here to do. I love what I do, man, and hopefully Silva could at least let me show a little bit to the fans, at least, and that's it.
Regis, you want to close the show there?
Might as well, right? This is my city, right? Yeah, let me go ahead and close the show. First off, thank y'all again. Make sure y'all come out to Lakefront Arena. You know, we're going to have fun. We're going to have a lot of A-list celebrities in the house. You know, I don't want to say their names right now, but, you know, we're going to surprise y'all when y'all come out there. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Bring your babies, chickens, dog, whatever. Everybody come to this fight because we're going to have a lot of fun. It's not going to just be a fight. It's going to be an event, you know, and people that don't, a lot of people haven't been to fights in New Orleans, you know, so like, you know, if New Orleans people here, you know how we do. We get down, we gonna party, we can have a nice time. If these people never been to New Orleans, y'all gonna see, New Orleans is a different city, it's a different environment, and you're gonna see Saturday night.